Hello and welcome to the December 2020 JMO Cash Games Christmas Edition, Winter Holiday Edition, Winter Solstice, Winter December something or other, insert holiday here. Hope you all are doing well. Please do say hello in the chat if you're in there. If you're not, say hello anyway. It's great to have you. We're going to be watching some Rocket League 1v1. This is a tournament that I'm hosting on Playmo.gg. Thanks to Playmo.gg for sponsoring this tournament. Thanks to them, we've got $150 of crypto that's paid out in Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Dogecoin, or Litecoin. Completely up to the players. How's it going, Lawrence Murders? Hope you're well. Thanks for tuning in. So as you can see here, we've got just under 3 minutes here until the carnage begins. We'll see how many people we've got lined up for this. I think we can see that here, right? Yeah, all right. So at the moment, we've got 10 people signed up. We had a good deal more tickets than that given out. But you know, you never know who exactly is going to turn up. But maybe in the last couple of minutes here, we'll get a couple stragglers. But yeah, it should be a good time. For the November JMO Cash Games, we had a pretty good variety of skill levels actually, and we got to see a couple good matches at probably like silver, gold level, and then a couple plat, maybe diamond levels, and then one dude who was grand champ did end up taking the tournament. So congrats to him. That was pretty sweet. It'll be interesting to see, who we were able to pull in for this one. And for those of you who aren't familiar with Rocket League, it's Rocket Car Soccer. There's not too much more you can say about it than that. The standard game mode is 3v3, but 1v1 definitely has its own appeal. It can be a little intense. It's higher scoring, generally speaking, and it's brutal. One mistake and you're scored on, because in 3v3 you got people backing you up. And the same is true, obviously, in 2v2 to some degree. You got someone backing you up all the time. But in 1v1, man, you make one mistake, and if the other person is on their game, that's a goal. So I'm excited to see how these games turn out. Thank you very much for joining me. Just a few more seconds and it'll start. Now, Rocket League is a little weird in that once the tournament starts, I actually won't be able to spectate right away. So back on this screen, a little button will pop up right here, and it's going to say spectate, and it probably won't happen in 24, 23, 22 seconds. It's probably going to happen maybe a minute after that. And if I'm talking while it happens, please yell at me in chat. I'm gonna be halfway through a thought. The spectate's gonna pop up, and then I'm gonna completely forget that it exists, and then find it minutes later. And I'm not sure why that it is. I'm sure it's just not easy to create the tournament and have it spectatable instantly. So chances are we'll get into each match a couple minutes afterwards. Now, the way that Rocket League tournaments work is it's not going to be one match at a time. It's going to be, all the first round matches happening at once. So we're just going to pick one of those to watch. It's going to be all the second round matches happening as soon as they can happen. We'll watch whatever one of those is looking interesting at the moment, or whichever one we're most likely to catch most of the game. And then we'll see, as people get eliminated, chances are the skill level we see will also go up, because, I think everyone should join these kind of tournaments. They're a good time. We've got the $150 prize pool is split up between the top 4. Here we go. All right, so we just got a generated bracket here. So we've got Mr. Wooten and Raph with a bye. Let's see the other side of the bracket here. Oh, is this the whole thing? One? That shouldn't be the whole bracket. Let's see. Round 1, quarterfinals. Now it should let me click here to see the other side of the bracket, but it doesn't seem to want to let me do that. So that's fine. So we're going to see... oh, and Lawrence Kills has a... oh, that you're in chat. What's up, Salty Maze? Thank you for joining me. So we've got 2 buys in the first round. Now, I don't know if this will start right away or not. or if it will wait until we hit the quarterfinals, because Paul Buffano and Schreider do still have to play their round 1, and there should be another round 1 on the other side of this bracket, even though I can't click the this little arrow here. View details, back. Oh, you know what it is? There it is. I have to click the thing. So we'll go ahead and spectate. It's 0-0, and this is the well. Let's go ahead and check out the round 1 match, because we'll see one of these two certainly up here. So, actually, I don't know what's going on there, but here we go. We'll spectate this one. Nope, can't spectate it either. Oh no, Rocket League, what have we done? All right, now it's letting me navigate a little bit. This is Rocket League. Spectate, here we go. Let's do it. Are you sure you want to spectate? Yes, I am. Oh, you can't join it? Dang, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, I don't know if Rocket League is just being weird or what's going on there, but alright, I'm gonna turn down game sound just a little bit. Let me know in the chat if sounds good for you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and close this out, see if I can get my frames up. Alright, so we got Rafsy, we got Lawrence kills. Rafsy currently up 2-1. Lawrence kills. High ball into Rafsy's corner. And I apologize. I'll just call you Raf, and I'll call it Lawrence. And my apologies if that's butchering the names. But I'm going to do the best I can here. Rafsy with a pretty good position here. Managed to get the ball past Lawrence. And positionally, he seems to be pretty confident with what he's doing here. Well played there. Now, I missed the goal Lawrence killed just as Wade came in, you know, but he could still easily have a shot here. Interestingly, neither player here going for a flip on their kickoff, it looks like. Oh, and what a play. Now, Lawrence kills looks like has kind of wild camera settings. He zoomed way out. And so that's going to give him some extra vision, but it's going to be tough for him to make as solid contact on the ball unless he is literally Gengar in disguise. Gengar is one of the few players who manages to do exceptionally well with super zoomed out camera settings. But, you know, it doesn't look like he's, you know, flailing. He seems to be at least relatively comfortable, and he's pardon my uhs. There's a little bit of a ball chase challenge. Raf wasn't expecting that one. And he looks like he's just going to boom it. Now that's on net. Or is it? Rafsy's got it either way. Well played. Oh, and another ball chase challenge from Lawrence, and he's tied it up. Now, yeah, this is interesting because we'll see if Raf can take advantage of the fact that Lawrence is going for these kind of ball chasey challenges with some early flicks. Now, we saw earlier from him at least a pretty clean flick, so he could have that option. Oh, and a close dunk there almost from Lawrence here. Now, early shot from Raf. He might have gotten it past him. No. Well played by Lawrence. Gets back just in time. Now, this little finagling in the corner, yeah, might be dangerous for Raf. Well played by Lawrence kills. Now, you know, challenging in the corner is, if I remember correctly, supposed to be a dangerous thing to do as an offensive play, but it seems to have worked out there for Lawrence. who is, at the moment, killing it. Just barely, anyway. And again, a surprising amount of control coming in from Lawrence for, at least for how zoomed out his camera settings are. It's always fun to watch because you have so much vision. Oh, and that's rough. Yep, driving past the ball a little bit there. See if Raph can take advantage. Smart by Lawrence, though. He's staying close to the ball. He's not giving Raph any space on offense so that he's forced to just 50 the ball over and over. Oh, but there it goes. You got a 50 into the net. There's not much you can do about that. Now, again, we got Lawrence on offense here, and we just can't line it up. And, you know, who knows? Maybe that's, maybe that is or isn't contributed to by his camera settings, but boy, do I know the feeling of driving past the ball. I can tell you that much. On a nice controlled touch, but Raph's back for it. Lawrence looked like he wanted to play that safe. He wanted to definitely put it on net. Oh, and misses the boost too, but doesn't matter. Boost doesn't matter. Only the ball matters. Silly Rocket League players. You know, Rocket League players? Rocket Leaguers? I don't even know. I think it's not Rocket Leaguers, but I'll start a petition. And Rafsey's got just a couple seconds here to tie it up. Now, the game still goes until the ball touches the ground. We'll see if he can keep it up. So he's got a chance to control it here, but he's got the whole field in front of him. Oh, and he just drops it before he can take it up the wall. Well played, fellas. Lawrence kills. Congrats. He'll be moving on. And we'll be exiting. And it says to main menu, but I think it just takes me back to the tournament, right? Yeah, okay. History. Back. All right, so we've got Lawrence kills, taking it here. Mr. Wooten. Now, I'm not sure if this meant Paul lost. Oh, yep, looks like Paul lost, so Schreider should be coming up here, unless this is still going on. Oh, that is still going on, but it looks like pretty one-sided. So let's check the other side of the bracket here, which I can't do. I'm not sure why. Active matches 2. Can I see which ones are active? I don't know. Well, that's all right. We'll give Rocket League a second to wake up here and see if I can. Oh, that's okay. I can just tap right. Very nice. Okay, so on the other side of the bracket, we've got Scarecrow and the Iron Blade, and they have just started up. So let's dive into that one. I think Scarecrow was in the last tournament as well. And he may have placed. It may have been, you know, top 4. And, of course, we don't have a loser's bracket. Well played by Scarecrow. So there is no way to decide who's 3rd and who's 4th. There's just 1, 2, and then top 4. Oh, and there's a kickoff goal. Man, Scarecrow's killing it. And he's got the heart goal explosion. That one cracks me up. I assume it's new because I only just started seeing it. But this is ones. The Iron Blade has plenty of time if he wants to, you know, kick it into high gear here. A Scarecrow with a good challenge there. Yep, and he just manages to 50 it right towards the Iron Blade's goal. The Iron Blade not able to line up his car so that the 50-50 is much of a 50-50. At that point, it's more of a, you know, 75-25 or 0-100 as Johnny Boy likes to put it. But it wasn't quite 0-100, I don't think, in that case. Oh, and look at the fakes there from Scarecrow. He just knew the Iron Blade was going to be diving in there. And so he just takes a nice little controlled touch, takes it around, right in the net. Oh no, Iron Blade says his controller isn't working. So, of course, you can never know for sure whether that's actually the case, but our thoughts and prayers go out to Ironblade and his controller, of course, as long as that's actually the case. Now, Ironblade taking it off the wall there, looking for something along the lines of an air dribble, but just past the ball. It looks like maybe playing it safe would be a better move here, but then again, he is down 6-0, so at some point you have to start going for that sort of thing. With 3 minutes left in a ones game, is that the time to start? It's hard to say. But so far, nothing very different. And again, Scarecrow with possession off the kickoff. Takes it off the wall. A little bit more comfortable of an air dribble than Ironblade had a minute ago. But nothing too threatening, really. Just ends up in a 50. And there's a controlled touch from Ironblade. Doesn't manage to get it past Scarecrow, but it's into his corner. So again, not too threatening. And then a botched open net from Scarecrow, unless he can finagle this one. It's close. And maybe a bit of a risky move if he were worried about the Ironblade being able to mount any offensive pressure. But it looks like just a little too slow to get it moving. Oh, and again, the control touches from Scarecrow are just too much for Ironblade to handle at the moment. He's able to just kind of line his car up the way he wants and put the ball where he wants it. Now, interesting here, Scarecrow is flipping on the kickoff and Ironblade is not. So you're probably going to see a boost advantage. And is that another missed open net? It's close. Now, yeah, it looks like he thought about going up for that, but it made, I think, what is the right decision. And there you go. There's a play from Ironblade. Oh, my goodness. And Scarecrow's still able to keep it out. That was probably the Ironblade's best shot he's had all game. And by best shot, I mean shot at a goal, not even necessarily shot on net. Because, you know, he was just basically driving it in. Oh, and again, yeah, it looks like the control is just not something that Ironblade here is comfortable enough with to make things happening. Now, there's a good last-second save. Dumps it into his own post, but well played. We'll watch that from Scarecrow's point of view this time. He pops it up. Second touch in the air. Sometimes that's all you need. One touch, two touch. You got yourself a goal. Oh, Scarecrow going for the brutal bump there. He said, I don't think he's going to expect me to go for this. And this, I mean the bump. And so we'll see it just spins around. Oh, we missed the bump there in the replay, which is too bad. But off the kickoff, that high ball, he said, I think the Ironblade's probably just going to wait for that one. And he did. And Scarecrow said, I can knock him out way out of the play. But it does look like the Ironblade has a lot of the right ideas here, just not able to execute as well as he would like. Yeah, and that's unfortunate. That's the sort of thing, especially in ones, it's a little panicky. You know, you see a ball high up in the air and you think you got to touch it right away, but you got to check out, is my opponent even close? Do I have time? If I have time, how much time do I have? You know, and those things, of course, come with practice. It's not something you just know. Scarecrow going for a ground pinch there, maybe, on purpose or not. It's hard to say. And there's, again, a controlled decision. Well done by Scarecrow, who, you know, could have followed that off the wall, but there was no need. He knew Ironblade was going for that boost. He saw that he could just pick it up on its way down off the wall. It was going to roll out. He catches it, and, well, it was close. I think the Ironblade had a decent shot at saving that. He definitely made the right decision there to just control it on the ground. No need to go up for that. Go for an aerial or something, a high-risk play. And again, there's the Iron Blade. Those are the high-risk plays that we were just talking about. That Scarecrow, even up 11-0, okay, now he's going for it, which is understandable. But until he was a 10-0, didn't seem to really have any interest in going for a high-risk play. Oh, close. I appreciate Iron Blade's attempt there to go for the air dribble. GG's, fellas. Congrats, Scarecrow. Well played. Alright. Back to main menu, which won't be the main menu. Now let's see what's going on here. We've got, so Lawrence kills. Oh, that's right. He's already taken out Raph. Now, Mr. Wooten and Schneider. Schneider's up 6-2. Let's see what's going on. And here we've got Scarecrow and Potato. Now, how much time is left in this one, I wonder? Maybe it doesn't tell us that, which is kind of too bad. Because we could wait for Lawrence kills to play the winner of this match. But while we've got a match that looks like it's going to be just starting, we'll go ahead and check this one out. We just saw our man Scarecrow, so now he's going to face off against Potato. And here we go. Very nice. Oh, very beginning of the game, but Scarecrow already with a lead, maybe even a kickoff goal. Now, Potato here, maybe looking a little more confident than Blade did last match, at least. Taking some safe high touches there, buying himself some time, not able to make the save in the end. But we'll see. He may have a better shot against Scarecrow than... Oh, that's rough. It's a good touch from Scarecrow, too. That little pop there. He didn't add much speed to the ball, but he got the angle he wanted, which was on net, which is not easy to do in that situation. It's easy to completely botch that. So props to him for that. Looks like, yep, Scarecrow taking possession here. And, yep, he's willing to just take it across without risking a shot that would put him out of position if he misses it. Now, he didn't steal the boost there, which is why Potato had a decent shot there. Now, is that on net? We'll find out. Oh! The nastiest own goal we'll probably see all tournament there. Sorry, Scarecrow. We do have to watch this again because it may have been in, but that also may have been crossbar and out. So, top corner, though. If only it were the other side of the net, I'm sure. Or of the field. And that would have been nasty. Oh, and again, just positional dominance from Scarecrow. He's able to stay on the side of the ball that he wants to be on so that the 50s end up towards Potato's goal. And that's something that's tough to do in ones because you really you're constantly wanting to make contact. But sometimes you just got to make sure that you're between the ball and your goal. That's gotta be one of your top priorities. Or at least until you really know what you're doing. Ooh. A bit of an all-in play there from Scarecrow, which backfires because Potato's able to just walk it in. Now, he almost had that little air dribble-ish play there. But that's what happens when you go in for all-in plays. Now, that's probably not a bad play from Potato there. He opts for the boost over the ball because he's in his own corner. He knows that Scarecrow isn't going to be able to do much with the ball. He could slam into it, and really all it's going to do is pop the ball, maybe middle, but also half the time not. Oh, but again, Scarecrow just winning 50s left and right. That's brutal. And in that case, all he has to do is walk it in. Uh-oh, spam in the chat. Well, I will take that as a compliment that I'm worth spamming. And that it also means that I need to finally set up auto-moderator and stuff like that. But I'll do that another time. Now, Scarecrow also being relatively safe with his boost management here. You know, he's getting the 100 boost, and we'll watch this from Potato's perspective here to just show, yeah, Scarecrow just knew he was beating him to that ball, and he had the boost for it. Ooh, and Potato taking an odd route to that ball. Now, will he go off the wall for this one? He will. It's on net. Oh, post and out. Saved by Potato. That was, well played, but not well played enough. Watch this from Potato's perspective here. You just never expect the extra touch. You think, oh, he's hit it on net. I've got this covered. And he's following it. He's following the ball. And you realize, uh-oh, he's over me. What can I do? How's it going, Agoro? That's not me. I'm Agoro, not... Or I'm Agoro. Oh, not Agoro. Really? It's not you? What are the chances of that exactly? Potato, relatively safe touch into his corner. We'll see if Scarecrow gives him space here. He does. He waits for the touch. Potato, yep, off the wall. But Scarecrow is confident enough to meet it in the air. Now, we'll see if he compromised his position at all. Oh, but a nice flick from Potato. You could argue that, yeah, Scarecrow's position was compromised. It wasn't really taken advantage of. But then Potato just gets the flick right over him. Well played. Team Potato. Potato's got a fan. He, looks like... It's like Timo? He's feeling the comeback. I don't know, dude. It's rough. He's got a minute. He's got to make 4 goals happen. And not only does he have to make 4 goals happen, he's got to make 4 goals happen and not get scored on. Well, there's one. And it happened in less than 15 seconds, which is, so he's on target for the comeback. 3 goals in 50. It's a pretty hard kickoff win, though, from Scarecrow. Potato kind of pops it to him. Yep. Gives it away just a little bit. That's all right, Potato. We all do it. Sometimes we give the ball away. And it wasn't even that uncontrolled of a touch, but just not quite enough into his own corner. Scarecrow is just enough in that position to take advantage of it. Looks like Potato was maybe looking for the Doomsy dish there, as it's referred to, where you take the ball out across. Oh, nice shot from Potato, where you take the ball across your opponent's net, follow it into the air, and kind of bop it in from the outside. But Potato there with a little bit of a challenge, and then he's faster to that ball than Scarecrow thought he was going to be. So, certainly still in it is Potato, but it's going to be tough. Especially with control touches like this, where Scarecrow could just waste time. He can dump the ball into his own corner, pop the ball high, and it's going to be tough for Potato to make anything happen. Oh, and a good final nail in the coffin from Scarecrow. Little touch there. Just chips it right into the top corner. Well played. And that'll do it, looks like. Well, congrats, Scarecrow. Potato may have lost the game, but you won at least half the chat's heart. All right, so we'll see how this other match is going, or if it's still still in progress. So we've got Lawrence kills against Schneider 3-8. And I think that's the last one before the... you let me move around. There we go. Yep, Scarecrow will be in the finals. So this is the last match going on. Let's catch the end of it. The tournament match has ended. Has it, though? Okay, it has. So it looks like if the scorer is representative, it'll be Lawrence Kills going up against Scarecrow. Now, it's going to say view details, and I should just keep clicking it and staring at the button until it says spectate, or else I'm going to miss it. Oh, man. Potato has already become popular enough that it's cool to hate him just for being popular. So, I don't know how he'll feel about that. But it's making my day, for sure. Oh, wait. Did I see spectate? I saw it. Give me that spectate. All right, well, here it is, fellas. So this is the final right here. And the final is best of 3. So this is going to be 3 5-minute matches. Because we want to be 100% sure that whoever walks away with the majority of this prize pool didn't just get lucky, which I'm sure a lot of people like to attribute to their Rocket League losses. So Lawrence Kills up already 1 goal. But I'm guessing this is almost definitely going to be the better Rocket League we'll see from given this tournament. And that's right, Lawrence Kills is the one with the crazy camera settings. So he's got tons of vision. And surprisingly good control. You know, it'd be interesting to find out what ranks these players are. Agro says, go, go, go. Is that because I didn't notice the spectate button was there? It's inevitable. It's inevitable that I go some amount of time without noticing it. So here's Scarecrow in a pretty good position. Looks for an air dribble, but just not quite controlled enough to make anything happen. Touches into his own corner. I was a little lucky there was no ball chase challenge there. Ooh, and a dunk from Scarecrow. Well played. Now, I wasn't so sure about it when he went up for this air dribble. But, you know, if you position yourself well enough, as he did right there, even if Lawrence makes that save, if you're there for the dunk, still not a bad position, even though it's a bit of an all-in play. And here, yep. Lawrence playing it safe. He knows he has time. Scarecrow's giving it space. Oh, and a ball chase from Lawrence that goes very much so his way. We'll watch that from his perspective there. Yep, and I think he did a great job there of hiding behind the ball a little bit so that Scarecrow couldn't see him coming. He didn't know he was going in for that ball chase challenge. This time a bit of a win from Scarecrow, but Lawrence ends up with position. Ooh, and a touch around. Right around Scarecrow, and that's rough, you know. In ones, you go for a challenge like that, especially in your opponent's corner, you dive past them, it's an open net. If they have as much control as it looks like Lawrence Kills has, that's going to be a goal. Oh, and Lawrence with the... I won't call it a lucky demo. It's definitely a fortunate demo, though, because he did get the ball touched past him. Now, here's some more, a little more defensive prowess being shown by Scarecrow. A little bit of shadowing happening there. Maybe a little close, but definitely at least letting Lawrence know that he's not always going to be ball chasing. That he's going to take control when he has the ball, and he's also going to, at least sometimes, force Lawrence to make the play happen. Now Now, Scarecrow has given the ball away a little bit there. But not too dangerous, it looks like. Looks like Lawrence not able to control the touch. It was an open net, but probably at this skill level, not the openest of nets. And there's one for Scarecrow, able to touch it right around Lawrence. He sees the challenge coming, if I had to guess. We'll watch it from his position. Yep, it looks like he saw the challenge coming plenty early. Gets an extra touch on the ball. Lawrence flies past, and in ones, usually a goal. Oh, and Lawrence unable to make his flip happen. Sorry, Lawrence. We got to see what happened here. Oh, and I guess we won't see it. Oh, yeah. He just, instead of flipping backwards, he flipped forwards. And these things happen. Oh, sorry to hear that, Schreider. Yeah, 170 ping is gonna be rough. Oh man, and now this time it's Scarecrow with the the accidental flip. Now, Lawrence there just kind of killing time. We'll see if it pays off for him, if he's able to get back to defend this open net. He is. It didn't look like it was on net anyway, but he was back in time if it was going to be on net. Now, Lawrence opts to take the boost there and leave the ball, but lucky for him, Scarecrow also decided to leave the ball, so he gets boost and ball. Scarecrow here, again, with a good position, able to touch it around Lawrence, but not able to make much with the position. And maybe in that case, that's the sort of situation where you want to stay with the ball, you know? Even if you're low boost, you're... Ooh. Rough miss from Lawrence. Even if you're low boost, a lot of times being close is going to be worth more than having full boost. Heavy touch from Scarecrow. Again, happy to leave the ball, which may get him in trouble. Ooh. A quick shot from Lawrence that I thought Scarecrow might have trouble with, but it looks like no trouble at all. And a pretty hard 50 win from Scarecrow too, but Lawrence, the recovery was good enough. It, again, not much of a threat here. Schreider, yes, this is the last game. This is well, it's the final. But the final is best of 3. So this is the first game. Oh, look at that. What a shot from Scarecrow to tie it up. He just says, bang. He got there as fast as he could. I mean, that's even, it probably was the best play regardless, but with 6 seconds left, that was his option. He said, I have to put the ball on net. And we have overtime. Could not have asked for a better first game of our final. Lawrence here with a pretty heavy win. Kickoff goal, yes sir. That's rough for Scarecrow, but that certainly happens in ones. You battle it out. You play a, you know, maybe minute, 2 minutes with no points in the game, and then overtime ends in a kickoff goal. It's rough. Let me let them know it's best of 3. Okay, cool. I would feel bad if, like, he just left. He was like, oh no, I lost. Goodbye. Alright, so Scarecrow now going for the smallest of reverse sweeps for which one can go. And Lawrence looking to close it out. Going for an early touch here. I think maybe he thought Scarecrow was going to ball chase there, and so the early touch would do the trick. But Scarecrow, again, willing to play pretty smart defense there. Not dive in, just shadow and position himself. Ooh. We'll watch that one from Scarecrow's position. Takes it up the wall. Is this another one where he follows it? Oh, no. He sees that it's pretty awkward. It's an awkward ball. Interesting camera settings for Scarecrow. Oh, that's funny. Actually, Scarecrow settings are a little more normal. It's Lawrence kills that has kind of crazy settings. They're very zoomed out. Or Unless I'm just very used to weird camera settings, I'm pretty sure that's the case. Ooh, and a good demo. Oh, no! Can he put this on net? No, he's panicked. He's panicked and not been able to get the open net shot in. Instead, it's off the post, and Scarecrow keeps his 1-goal lead. Now, a heavy touch here from Lawrence. Ooh, but a complete whiff from Scarecrow. Ends up with possession, though. And again, going for these air dribbles. Not particularly threatening, but you know, if you manage to get that on net, Lawrence could very well not be expecting it. Now, Scarecrow looks like got that ball going a little too fast for him to do anything useful with it, but maintaining pressure here really nicely. He's got boost control. Lawrence here at 9 boost, and Scarecrow at was almost full a second ago. Now, Lawrence finally does get himself 100 there. It will be interesting to see how he can play from this defensive position. Oh, off the wall again. Oh, and another brutal miss from Scarecrow. He's got to be kicking himself for that one. He probably feels like he should be up 2-0 at this point, but instead, it looks like Lawrence is going to put in the open net, tie it up. I hate Lawrence. Oh, no. So much hate in the chat. What are you going to do? Another relative win from, Lawrence off the kick-up. And Scarecrow just unable to make contact there to block. Yeah, Lawrence gets that touch just a little sooner than he was expecting. Oh, and again, Scarecrow going for that little touch, the one off the wall where he just bops it, at least on net. But a risk of going for those, ooh, that's also rough. Risk of going for those is that it's such a tight shot that if you miss the shot, you're missing the ball. And if you miss the ball, you're in a pretty bad position. So Lawrence with a lead, not too commanding of a lead, but a lead nonetheless. Scarecrow here with another open net. We'll see if he's able to put this one in. Looks like he is. Brings himself within 1. More like Scarecrow, because frogs? I'll take your word for it. Lawrence with possession here, but ooh, not the most controlled touch. And if Scarecrow can get around this, yes sir, that's tied up. Watch this from his position here. Yep. He saw pretty well that Lawrence made a weird touch there. And then here again, right in the center net. Well played. Ooh, and a ball chase challenge from Scarecrow catches Lawrence off guard. Kind of sends him flying, though. Not too threatening, at least not yet. Now, ooh, yeah, Lawrence looks, again, pretty willing to just kind of dive in at Scarecrow in his offensive corner, which is a bit of a dangerous play. Scarecrow puts that one in. I should have switched to his point of view there. My fault for not switching to the offensive point of view, but we'll watch it in the replay here. Just a nice little angle. He pops it. It's nice and high. And, you know, Lawrence probably could have had that, but it's not an easy shot to save. And once you're already on low boost, that's the sort of thing. You put shots on net. Some of them are going to go in. Lawrence, a good controlled 50. Wins it into Scarecrow's corner. How's he doing on boost, though? Not well. Can he take advantage of it anyway? It looks like he can. Well done. He just won that 50 so hard. Or was this a 50 even? No, it wasn't. That's right. He just popped it over him. And he, Scarecrow there, challenging just a little bit too aggressively, or at least, of course, easy for me to say in hindsight, right? Oh, that was too aggressive because he got scored on. But it was a pretty risky play diving in there. Scarecrow on offense here. A chance. Oh, but it's crossbar. And now Lawrence has all the momentum in the direction he needs it to be. It's got to be rough for Scarecrow. I know those crossbars are unforgiving, but of course, again, a bit of an all-in play. Ooh, close save from Lawrence. Now that I like from Scarecrow. He just kind of parked himself in front of the ball and let Lawrence 50 it into him. And we'll see if he can convert here. Well played. Oh, man. What does that mean? I'm in top 4. So if you're top 4... So, I have to double check the numbers. I think the prize pool distribution is 60. Was it like 60, 24, and then whatever both of those numbers minus 100 divided by 2 is. And there it is. This might be, if I'm not mistaken, Scarecrow's first lead of this game. And he's made it happen within 20 seconds. Ooh, but Lawrence here, kickoff goal right off the bat, evens it up. Oh, and a pretty nice touch from Scarecrow there, but it wasn't on net. And he needed more time. Lawrence with the kickoff goals. Yeah, he does seem to be winning the kickoffs a little harder. And that's always rough if you're Scarecrow and you're losing kickoffs. So that means you need to make it up in other parts of your gameplay. Now Scarecrow's decided to back off here. And Lawrence gets challenged and comes out ahead pretty well. Ooh, and again, kind of willing to dive in Scarecrow's corner, which might be a little riskier than you should be willing to do in overtime here. Again, another controlled touch from Scarecrow, but Lawrence has all the boost here, and he might know it. And Scarecrow, you're picking up pads, but dumping it pretty much right away. Again, Lawrence with the intelligent boost steal there. He's showing some positional dominance, but it doesn't matter if you drive up the wall and can't follow it up. You know, trying to do that power slide and fall off the wall, but Scarecrow made the right call there. He said, "You're not getting there fast enough. I can win that." So well played, Scarecrow. We got what we wanted. Game 3 finals. Great to see. You love to see it. Well, it'll be interesting to see how this one turns out, because Scarecrow has, in some ways, been playing a riskier game. He's been going for the air dribbles off the wall, and some stranger challenges. But Lawrence has been going for, maybe positionally dominant in some ways, some of the stranger corner challenges, which have left him out of position. So whichever player can make an adjustment there might decide the outcome of this game. Oh, now Lawrence just gets that little touch there. And I think Scarecrow just did not expect it to end up in front of his net so quickly out of his corner there. Oh, and it looks like Lawrence thought maybe he could just pop that one a little bit, because Scarecrow was waiting. He was playing some reactive defense there. He was waiting for the shot, but wasn't able to get any height on it. and kind of mostly, for the most part, just passes it right to Scarecrow. Looks like there, Scarecrow again going for that early touch after it bounces off the wall. A little dangerous, but it's paid off here. Up 2-1. Yeah, and again, that's a bit of a ball chasey challenge, but if your opponent doesn't expect it, then it's a good play to make. And of course, how can you know whether your opponent expects it? Well, you can't really. 2 goals up. My goodness. You can't really, but you have to be willing to go for them sometimes, or else your opponent's going to never expect you to and never have to play as defensively as if you might. Ooh, and Scarecrow right past the ball. And I'm almost sure it wasn't on purpose. But what he does by driving past the ball is just bait Scarecrow in here. He says, oh, he missed, I can go for it. But Lawrence just gets a nice power slide turn on it and walks it right past Scarecrow. 70, 16, 7, and 7. Thank you very much for checking it for me, Q-Hash. I appreciate it. Who is third, fourth? I would have to go back to the, what's it called? The bracket to tell you for sure, because I already forget. I have the memory of a goldfish with Alzheimer's. Now, there's a pretty strong touch. Is it too fast? It is. Now, Scarecrow with a dominant performance in this game, and it's been mostly from ground plays. He's slowed it down a little bit. He's not going for anything crazy. And he's managed to take a bit of a convincing lead here. Now, of course, in ones, twos is not that convincing of a lead, but it is something. And again, he's got the boost there. Oh, but Lawrence sneaks in there, so he's going to have the advantage. He just reads the ball chase, though. Well played. I think Lawrence, yeah, I don't know if he thought he really could just turn on that. Well, and you know, Scarecrow made that first touch in the air, and Lawrence might have thought he's going to wait for it to land, but looks like Scarecrow is perfectly willing to follow the ball into the air. Which, especially in that position, is not that risky. He's not way off the wall. He's not... it's not too much of an all-in play. And even there, not too much of an all-in play, because, again, it's not too high. But maybe being willing to threaten the air dribble there is worth it, even if it's not as high a percentage shot as you might like. Now, Lawrence got the touch past him. Can he get the boost, though? No. So Scarecrow pretty much out of danger here with the ball in his corner and full boost. Neutral 50 there. Now, Scarecrow has shown significant dominance in the 50-50 game in this tournament. But things seem to be going a little more neutral as each player kind of gets settled in. You know, a little bit less driving past the ball, a little bit less risky 50s. Faking, yes. Scarecrow knows he's got to play that one patient because he touched it, but it wasn't going to fall in front of the net. So Lawrence didn't really have that much pressure on him to get to the ball quickly or make an awkward save. Instead, he could just kind of be there for the ball. But again, it's the ground play. The ground play from Scarecrow that gets him the point here. He stays close to the ball. And when he sees that Lawrence has turned, pops it right over him. Well played. Now this is a bit more of a commanding lead, especially, and maybe more of one than I was expecting. At least Lawrence has a good, is being a good sport about it. That's an understandable miss. Jumping off the wall in your corner is a little weird. It can be tough to do. Now, maybe it wasn't the right move in the first place, but understandable that he felt the need to go for it. Lawrence, that touch off the wall, pretty much a pass to Scarecrow there, unless he followed it quickly, which he did not. Neither player, in this case, is really following the ball after a touch like that. Instead, they both seem willing to just kind of pick up the boost. And then sort of reset. Oh, and that's a pivotal demo from Lawrence, because otherwise that was going to be a tough position. Oh, and there's a 50 win from Lawrence. Can he put it on net? No, he can't. Oh, no. Now, he does pick up the boost, and he's ready for a counterattack, but that little touch there is not going to be good enough. That's a pass to Scarecrow. And Scarecrow's putting that on net. Scarecrow improved since the first game. Or Lawrence tripping. Yep, Lawrence gave the controller to his younger brother. I don't know. Lawrence hasn't been super consistent from the beginning. I think he's made maybe a couple more mistakes in this game than previous games. But also, he might just be having more pressure put on him by Scarecrow, who has, I think, improved both his positional game and just consistency. Which, you know, it's the sort of thing, people look really good until they play somebody who puts them in uncomfortable positions. And that seems to be what it took for Scarecrow to pull this one out. Nice little consolation goal maybe there for Lawrence. Nice little flick. But Scarecrow takes it. Well played, Scarecrow. Coming back with the reverse sweep. The baby reverse sweep, because it only took 2 in a row. It was a best of 3, but a reverse sweep nonetheless. Well played, fellas. Congrats to you both. I'll let them know I'll enter the results on Playmo.gg as soon as it's available. Very cool. Well, thanks everybody for tuning in. Again, this was a Christmas edition / winter holiday edition of the JMO Cash Games. Thanks very much to Playmo.g for sponsoring the tournament. Thanks to them, we had a $150 prize pool, 60% of which is going to Scarecrow, 16% of which is going to Lawrence Kills, and then 8% each going to the 3rd and 4th place players who, of course, didn't play each other, so we don't know which one of them is 3rd and 4th. But it doesn't matter because it's equal amounts. So congrats to everybody. Actually, let's check it out. Let's see who was 3rd and 4th here. So it was Schreider, who placed in top 4, and also Potato. So Schreider and Potato also congrats. And yeah, I will be doing this monthly. And next month, you know, we're gonna see what prize pools we can put together. This month was special, but as we get more and more people, it's going to warrant larger and larger prize pools. So tell your friends, subscribe to me on Twitter and here on Twitch if you want to keep up with the future games and get notified about how to join the ones that will be happening in the future. And yeah, thanks again very much, everybody. Peace. Thanks, Lawrence, for the follow. Appreciate it. Do be in touch. Oh, any chance you'll host on EU? That's definitely an option. It kind of depends on the numbers I get, because, I mean, I'm US East, and so I just default to US East, but it's totally an option. Well, again, it's kind of a numbers thing, so I got 10 players for this. You know, if I start getting 50 players, then heck yeah, absolutely. All right, y'all. Peace.